All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here today on this late night or early Wednesday morning, depending on where you're at. It is Wednesday, April 10th, 2024, 1:36 a.m. Pacific time here in my neck of the woods, San Francisco Bay Area, Northern California. And it is 4:36 a.m. Eastern time. Some of you may just be waking up on the East Coast. Some of you night owls may be up on the West Coast or wherever you're at. You always get people tuning in regardless of when you go live out here on YouTube. We've got the YouTube faithfuls up all night waiting for shows like this one. I've got a real doozy for you folks here tonight. And I'm going to share more about that in just a few. But before we get to all of that, first of all, let me make sure that everything is rolling smoothly. Let me check out the back end of YouTube and make sure that everything is rolling well. And it looks like it is. Got one viewer already. And let me make sure that the YouTube notification has gone out. Looks like it has. And let me do a sound check. Sound check. Come on. San Francisco Bay Area, Northern California. And it is 4:36 a.m. Eastern time. Some of you may just be waking up on the East Coast. Some of you night owls may be up on the West Coast. All right. All is rolling well. It's rolling smoothly. So let's just get right to it because I have a lot to go over. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to let you stick around. Angels don't fall. Maybe, maybe I will. We can have a conversation here in the chat. Angels don't fall. Outspoken is here. I love these wee hour streams. Good morning, Eli. A great way to start my day before I head to work. Wonderful, bro. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, hang on a second here. Give me a second. All right. So angels don't fall. First of all, let me make sure that is you. And it is the real you. So you can stick around and we can have a chat if you'd like. And that's that. You want to insert yourself into a business that you have no business to insert yourself into, sir. I don't even know who you are, yet you want to participate in the rebroadcasts of my live streams. We'll talk a little more about that here in a bit. But you can stick around, bro. Be respectful. I'll let you stay. Donna, welcome to the show. Great to see you here. Good morning to you. Good morning. So I'm sure people that have been following me for a while and have followed other groups I was once a part of probably figured I would be responding to some stuff that happened, last night. And this is the only time I really had to do it in the next 24 hours. I've got a lot going on later on today. I'm going to get some rest after this show, and then Don and I have some things to do. So if you're not here live, you can definitely catch it on the replay, and you can comment in the comments section. Another thing I want to make very clear is that there's about 10 people that are temporarily Nightbot blocked here. You're not blocked on the channel, but you're not going to be able to chat here during this stream because you are blocked through Nightbot. And I did that because I don't want, certain people coming here and distracting my show from the actual message. This is going to be a very positive show. It's going to be a respectful response video, and I want to keep it that way. And I do not want anyone coming here to incite fake instigated drama or anything like that. And that is that. Now, before I continue here, I wanted to take care of something before the show started, but I'm going to do that right now. Give me a second here. This will only take a second. This will only take a second. A little maintenance. All right. Maintenance is done. We're good to go. All right. So the topic of this show is practice what you preach, responding to Jamie's I've had enough stream. One more time. The topic of this show is practice what you preach, responding to Jamie's I've had enough stream. If you folks aren't aware, Jamie is a creator I've known on YouTube for over 6 years now. And we've had a very interesting relationship out here on YouTube. He has done quite a lot on this platform. I've been a huge part of what he's done and what he's created. I'm not saying he hasn't created stuff on his own. He has. But a lot of what Jamie has done has involved me or basically been because of me. And I'm not saying that to, be a jerk or anything, but, over 6 years ago, when I first met him through the MGTOW community, Men Going Their Own Way, I actually found his channel, the Purple Pill channel, which is what, his channel used to be called initially many years ago, and it was monetized, and he was creating some great videos. But back then, YouTube started to demonetize channels for hateful content. They didn't like the MGTOW content. So, Jamie's channel, basically didn't get fully demonetized. But back then, what YouTube was doing is placing yellow icons on channels that they felt weren't advertiser friendly, but they still allowed them to have super chats and super stickers and all that. And that really upset Jamie because he made a good amount of money in ad revenue back in those days. And back in those days, I saw this happen to him, and he was about to leave the platform. He was about to leave YouTube, shut down his channel, and move on. And I reached out to him, had a private conversation with him, and I told him that, dude, don't let that get to you. You create great content, and you can help a lot of people. Stick around. I'll help you. We can do live streams together. We can work together on some stuff. But just don't leave, okay? Just don't leave. I was trying to really help and encourage the guy, right? Well, he ended up sticking around and then basically saw what some other creators were, doing to me. A creator named JD Gunner was doing reaction videos to all of my videos and live streams. And then Jamie decided to get on that bandwagon. Furthermore, what happened was there were a lot of people that I was, connecting with back in those days, 6 years ago, 2017, 2018. Okay. And some of them panned out, some of them didn't. And some of them were very disrespectful, so I banned them. And every time I would ban someone, what would happen is, Jamie would go out there and invite those people that were banned on my channel to his channel, thus creating the Coach Eli hate group. Jamie's the one that created the Coach Eli hate group that, is around today. Okay. And then he started rebroadcasting every single one of my streams day after day, day after day, day after day. And over the years, up until today, there are periods of time where he'll rebroadcast most, if not all, my live streams, or some of them, right? And the reason is because of this one Coach Eli hate audience he created back in those days basically, watching my every move. And anyone I would ban, he would invite to his channel and basically, rebroadcast my streams to give them a place to chat, since they could no longer chat in my chats. So that's how this all started. Okay. That's the short version. I'm sure Jamie could share a longer version. I really don't care. It doesn't matter. And I want to make it very clear. I'm not here to bash you, Jamie. I'm not here to bash anyone on your end. This is not a bash stream. I do not, want people coming in here saying you're bashing Jamie, this and that. I'm not bashing anyone. I am responding to a stream he did from one YouTuber to another. And again, that's why there are certain people for just this show. You are blocked through Nightbot and you will not be able to chat here, but you can comment on the replay in the comments section and you'll be able to chat on the next live stream chat. Okay. Or in the next live stream chat. Again, I just don't want unnecessary distractions. Okay. I don't want people coming here intentionally poking the bear, saying I'm doing things that I'm not, just to get a reaction, just to create more Coach Eli drama content, right? And that's what people on Jamie's side do, right? It's cool. I understand that. Do what you got to do. I'm just reacting here. This is a friendly stream where I'm going to be reacting and putting my critical thought on what he said on his stream earlier tonight on his, I think it was the General Legion 2 channel. Okay. So, I've got a lot to go over. Obviously, I do not use any of Jamie's content or anyone's content, period, from that drama group, because these people file copyright strikes, even though it's fair use. I take notes. I read my notes. I respond to my notes. And that's that. So that's what I'm going to be doing here tonight. I took lots of notes regarding Jamie's stream. And I'm just going to be responding to what he said. And quite frankly, Jamie, I know at some point, if someone is not already rebroadcasting this now in the middle of the night, I would not be surprised. Whether it's you or someone else, at least at some point today, I know you'll be doing a reaction video to this to cater to the Coach Eli haters. And I'll share more about that because you did mention that on your stream, which basically is the main reason why I'm responding, because what Jamie was putting out there, at least towards me, came off very contradicting, right? Very contradicting. And I'll share more about that in just a little bit. And maybe, Jamie, you did that on purpose because you want me to respond so you can keep the back and forth going for the Coach Eli haters. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe it isn't. I don't even know what to think anymore. I don't even know if that stream you did was just, fake instigated drama, or you're really feeling that way, or a combination of both. I'm not trying to take away from the fact that it could be real, and maybe you're feeling that way, and maybe you're tired of what's happening to you. But I just don't know with you, because you and some of the people you work with, you're all about fake instigated drama. You're all about fake instigated drama, right? You're all about antagonizing people on purpose just to get a reaction. You're not looking to maybe hurt people necessarily, but it does hurt them indirectly or directly, right? But then when it happens to you, when the same things happen to you that you're doing to other people, now you've had enough of it and you want them to stop. Okay. I mean, that's part of what I'm going to be talking about here tonight. Okay. Again, it's a respectful stream. No one's being attacked. I don't hate Jamie. I don't hate anyone on Jamie's side. I'm just responding YouTube style to a stream to me that I thought was pretty good, with the exception of, me being the exception to the rule of everything he was talking about. I'm the exception to the rule of everything he's talking about, which is odd at the same time and also not odd, because I honestly feel, Jamie, like you enjoy doing Eli content. You always have. That's like That's like the thing you enjoy doing more than anything else. And it's obvious because you still want to keep doing it, and you want everyone else to stop talking about you, and you're going to stop talking about them. But I'm the exception to the rule. I thought that was quite odd. You folks tell me what you think here in the chat or on the replay in the comments section. If you saw his stream, I'm sure you know more about what I'm talking about. If you didn't see his stream, go check it out on the General Legion 2 channel. And compare it to what I say here, and let me know what you think. Okay? So I put out here, practice what you preach, because, if you're going to ask people to stop harassing you, stop attacking you, you got to do the same thing, not only to the people that you're asking to stop on the flip side, but to everyone. You gotta stop doing that to everyone. And that includes me. And that's the main reason why I'm responding. Right? And maybe that's part of the reason why you did that stream or why you mentioned me, because you knew I was going to react and you want something to feed to your audience. And that's fine. You want to feed it to the Mr. and Mrs. Codd, the Joe Buddy, nothing but silicone. You want to feed it to Riff. You want to feed it to Joe Buddy or whatever, right? You want to feed it to the same misfits that you've been feeding it for years. That's cool, dude. And if they want to get a good laugh at it, then that's cool, dude. But if you're going to be true to your word, you got to practice what you preach, and you got to preach it for everyone, including me. Because if not, then even the people that you're trying to create peace with and get them to stop harassing you or bugging you are going to be like, well, he's still bugging and harassing Eli, so why should we stop? Do you understand that, dude? Honestly, do you understand how that comes up? I'm not trying to be a jerk. I don't hate you. I don't think you're a bad guy. But this makes no sense. This contradicts what you're putting out there when it involves me. It does. It absolutely does. Right? And more, folks, you'll hear more on why it's contradicting as I go through my notes here in just a little bit. Okay? So let's go ahead and get right to what Jamie was saying on his stream. Initially he was talking about Amber, a woman he used to date. CJ, Country Joe, a creator that's very talented that he's collaborated with in the past. He's gone back and forth with CJ for ages. Those of you that know the situation know what I'm talking about. If you're new here, try to follow along. And some new person named Jax. I don't really know who Jax is, so I can't say much about it. But it's just another person that, all of this fake instigated drama, was, going through. These people were all involved in the fake instigated drama for clicks, views, and to incite donations, right? Jamie said he feels they're horseshit instigators. Well, maybe they are, but so are you. You're one of the biggest instigators I've ever come across on this platform. Every single time, Jamie, I've tried to reason with you, you have been unreasonable. And I don't think you're an unreasonable person. I think you are intentionally unreasonable out here on this platform. So that way people continue to try to reason with you and get triggered by you continuing to be unreasonable. And then you trigger them, and then you make content out of them, and then you call them, an unstable person or a crazy or whatever. And you see, you're very good at instigating people. You've been doing it for 6 years, and you're still doing it to me, which I don't let it get to me anymore. I'm just saying, you're coming out here and saying that these people are horseshit instigators, but you're the same. You've done the same thing. What goes around comes around, right? No disrespect. I'm just stating the facts. And people that know you, myself, and all these people know that's true. He furthermore says he feels they are harassing him. Maybe they are, but you've harassed them too. You've harassed them. You've harassed me. You've harassed a lot of people. As far as I'm concerned, I've just learned to ignore the harassment. I just don't care anymore. I do my own thing, and if I need to respond to something like this every now and then I'll do it. But yeah, dude, they are harassing you, but you were at least harassing them initially. Why would these people even go as far? Now, the things that these people did are atrocious. You're right about that. They should have never taken it this far to do what they did to you. I don't know everything that they did to you. I heard a little bit about it, and it's very sickening, and I don't blame you for that, honestly. But why do you think they went that far? People have to be pushed to a certain level to even consider doing something as stupid as these people did to you, right? They had to be instigated to the point of where, they felt like you weren't stopping coming at them. So they had to kick it into high gear. Okay. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right what they did. Right. I understand why they did what they did, but it doesn't make it right. Right. You instigated them. They instigated you. You folks are all at fault. You're instigating each other. Right. Initially, you were using these people for content. Your MO, your motive of operation has always been to infiltrate other people's live stream chats, go on their panels, stir up the pot, get people talking about you, and that way they come check out your channel, and then they join your channel. And then what you do is you sometimes will start trash talking other creators like Natasha Cooper, and any other creators you come across. It's not done in a way, how do I say this the right way? This is your skit. This is what you're doing as a skit. It may not be who you really are. I don't think this is who you really are, but this is the online persona that you're choosing to play. And that's what people are seeing and thinking you really are. And I think you know that. And I think doing this puts you in the line of fire. And you know that doing this type of stuff puts you in the line of fire. Initially, all of these people were getting you lots of clicks and donations, and they were valuable to you because they were putting money in your pocket. But now the money stopped, and now you want to stop doing it. I can understand that. But why do this in the first place? Right? And again, it's not right what they're doing, but I can understand why they're reacting. Again, let me make it clear to people out here that like to take me out of context. What these people are doing to Jamie is wrong, but what he initially did to them is wrong too. He antagonized them in the same ways he's claiming, maybe not in the exact same ways. Maybe you didn't go as far as they did, but you kept on poking them. You used them for donations. You used them as panelists, as props. Come on, bro. Honestly, man, it's the truth. He also said he doesn't care if they call him a woman hater, but he accuses me of harassing Christina. So here's the thing, dude. You accused me. You made a stream accusing me of harassing Real Talk Christina, which I didn't. I did a reaction video in the same ways that you do reaction videos to other people. You've said a lot of vile things about women out here on this platform in the past, right? Including people that are now very close to you. And then you apologize, which is fine. I think you did all of that because of the shock value, and so that way people can tune in. And again, I don't really think that's who you really are, but if that's the persona you play out here, that's how people are going to perceive you to be. So you've done the same things that I did. All I was doing was reacting to Christina. You in the past have talked a lot about, how you don't like what modern women do. You don't like how women play the system. You don't like how women, seek out special privileges, right? In essence, when I was responding to Christina, whether you think it's unsolicited or not, it was a reaction video. It doesn't have to be solicited. I'm a YouTuber, so is she, right? I did the same thing you've always done. And I listen, I wasn't vile with her. All I was doing was sharing my thoughts on what I thought she was leaving out. And I've had lots of people comment and email me saying that I'm spot on. Okay. I think I did a good job, and you had to play it off like like I was a bad person because you wanted to leverage Christina. Not only did you leverage Christina, you basically took over her channel. You created thumbnails for her. I believe that was you that created those thumbnails for her. Okay. Either that or that Dennis Jerome dude, but I think it was you. Those thumbnails look like something that you would create. No one can create thumbnails as good as that. You're a graphics designer. You're a graphics designer. That was you. Okay. You also told her what to tag in her description section of the response videos to me. You also sent her a Section 107 copyright disclaimer to put in there, right? And basically everything that she responded to on her streams sounded so rehearsed. It sounded like you gave her a note of things that I've said in the past, done in the past, or other people have said about me in the past, and she just read off of that. It was so obvious the whole thing was a skit. Come on, dude. I know how this goes, right? And you did all that because you're trying to leverage her audience, but she has no audience. She's new, right? And there's nowhere this is going to go because she's probably going to stop talking about me. I don't talk about her anymore. I'm only mentioning this right now because I'm basically sharing what you do that antagonizes people to get them to do the things they do to you, which again, I don't agree with what people are doing to you, especially if they take it way too far like they have. They've taken it way too far. But honestly, dude, like, what do you expect people to do when you continue to poke the bear, right? Come on, man. You know, dude, you're a very smart guy. You know what I'm saying is spot on. But when you do a reaction video to this tomorrow to your audience or later today, or maybe you're on live right now, I don't know. Whenever you do this reaction video, you're going to take it way out of context to make it entertainment and donation worthy to the Coach Eli haters. That's it. Bottom line and the story. That's all. And carry on. Do what you got to do. I wish you would stop. I'll get more into that in a bit. But carry on. Because you're going to carry on no matter what, right? It's all good, dude. It's all good. Okay. I'm going to read a few more lines and I'm going to take an early break here because I got to use the restroom. Where are we at right now? We are at 27 minutes. Okay. All right. Give me a second here. Furthermore, he said he's basically accusing people that are coming at him for the same things he's done to me for over 6 years now. I just said that. That's it, bro. Listen, dude, you know, you're a very smart guy, Jamie. I'm not here to bash you. I'm not here to trash you. I'm here to just state what's going on. That's all I do. That's it. Okay? Again, he's basically accusing people that are coming at him for the same things he's been doing to me for over 6 years now, dude. Do you not think Country Joe, Tiffany, Amber, MD, God, the list goes on, Crafton and Kim, all these people that were once a part of your network and supporting you and donating to you and doing content with you, and now they're no longer a part of it. Do you not think these people that you're asking to stop coming at you know that you're still doing all of the stuff? You're still currently doing all the same stuff to me, and you're going to continue doing it, like you mentioned. I'll get that in a bit. You're going to continue doing that. And then you expect them to stop coming at you when you're not willing to stop coming at everyone, including me. You understand how that looks, dude? It's not me. You know, I mean, I'm mentioning this, but these people are not dumb. These people are not dumb. In order for them to believe that you're sincere about wanting to move on and having peace, you got to have peace with everyone, including me. And you're just not willing to do that. We'll get more into that in a bit, right? And maybe you don't. I don't think you hate me, dude. I don't think you really hate me. I think that one of the last audiences you have to leverage in this drama sphere is the Coach Eli hate audience. And there are a few people in there that, you know, I guess have an okay amount of money and they're donating to you. So that's fine, dude. I really, honestly, dude, I wish you would stop. I'll share more about that in a bit. But carry on. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. I'm just stating what's really happening here, okay? And furthermore, Jamie says he's been saying for months that he wants nothing to do with these people, but when I ask him to leave me alone, in the same ways he's asking them to leave him alone, he keeps coming at me. So I want you to do me a favor. I want you to, in front of your audience when you review this, Jamie, to answer this question. There's only one way to answer it. And if you try to, pussyfoot around it, people are going to know, right? Again, you've been saying for months that you want nothing to do with these people, CJ and Amber and Jax and whoever else, right? You mentioned those three, right? Okay. You've been saying for months that you want nothing to do with these people. But when I ask you to leave me alone, you're asking them to leave you alone, all of them, right? And you want to move on. But when I ask you to leave me alone, you keep coming at me. So why am I the exception to the rule? I'm the one exception to the rule. Maybe I'm that special, bro. Honestly, dude, if you single me out of all this, if you're going to stop going at everyone with the exception of me, and when I say coming at me, I mean, having fun with my content. I'm not worried about it, but it's coming at me, right? If you're going to keep doing that, dude, honestly, all you're doing is spotlighting me. What you're doing is spotlighting me. And quite frankly, dude, you're putting me in the spotlight. It's going to help me grow, which is why, honestly, Jamie, I don't care if you keep doing it. I really wish you would stop. And again, I'll share more about that in a bit. But it's only going to help me out. Maybe it'll help you out too. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Rebroadcasting my live. See, you've been rebroadcasting my live streams for years, and you're doing it again. And yes, I did tell you you can do it. And then a few days back, I'm like, you know what? I just want to revoke my privilege. Okay. Now, here's the thing, Jamie. To be honest with you, there are a few people, you're one of them, and a few others that I will never file a copyright strike on, and I will never flag you particular folks. You know why? Because I don't see the reason to do it. I don't. Because all it does is makes matters worse, right? But if I want to put out a message saying that, hey, you're all subject to copyright, and I revoke allowing anyone to do it, it's my right to do so. It doesn't mean I'm going to immediately come and take your stream down. I'm not going to do that. And you've known that. But again, that's something else you want to amp up to your audience. You and a few others know that we have an agreement regarding this, and I'm always good to my agreements. As far as other people keeping their agreements, I'm not to say. But I've been good at keeping my word, and you know that. You absolutely know that. I have not filed a copyright on you in ages. It's been years. So yeah, rebroadcasting my live streams. You've been harassing me with the Coach Eli Greatest Hits video. Here's the thing. I'm not complaining, and I'm not even telling you to take it down. I wish you would. I wish you would just let me go and leave me alone. But I'm just sharing with you. You're complaining about people harassing you, but you're harassing me with the Coach Eli Greatest Hits video. And you're putting that out there because you want to let everyone know that I work with things that have happened in the past. And quite frankly, dude, they don't care. Do you realize my audience has been growing lately? Believe it or not. The more and more you guys put this stuff out there, I tackle it head on. Yeah, I said some nasty things. I used the N-word. I called RJ a blind, derogatory F word. I'm not going to say. I said all that. And I said all that because I was on one of your streams where you antagonized me to the level to say that. You antagonize me. It's all about, you're an antagonizer, dude. You antagonize people to do things, and then you capitalize off of their mistakes by, making content and splicing it up like you did with the greatest hits, right? So if you're going to come out here and say people are harassing you, which they are, They are harassing you, Jamie. But this video is harassment. You know it is. So you're contradicting yourself, right? And then the Joe Buddy N-word video. You put up those videos on your, so to speak, coach channel. The greatest hits video and the Joe Buddy N-word video is there. And is that not harassment and defamatory? What have I done to antagonize you? I barely even talked about you, yet you inserted yourself into this Christina thing unwarranted. Okay? You inserted yourself because I'm a part of it. If you wanted to respond to Christina independently of me, that's your right to do so. But you made it about me because you want to feed it to the Coach Eli haters, right? And then because you didn't want anything to work out with Christina and I, you basically sent her the Coach Eli greatest hits video. You sent her the Joe Buddy N-word video that's re-uploaded on your coach channel, whatever it is, right? Okay. Everyone's a freaking coach now, right? That's great. Good for you, right? Okay. You also told her, you gave her notes. I know you did. I could tell how she was reacting to the video that she was reviewing, the stream that I did. She was reviewing it. She was saying I'm a disabled hater. I'm not a disabled hater. I've had run-ins with many disabled people out here that attack me. And I don't care if you're disabled or not. If you attack me, I'm going to call you out. Let me ask you this, Jamie. You and some of the people you're associated with have been attacked by Johnny, who's disabled, right? Are you going to ignore him and let him bully you just because he's disabled? Or are you going to call him out like you and some of your business partners are doing? You're calling him out. You have the right to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. So don't sit there and try to make me look worse than it is just for your, glory and fame and capitalism on YouTube. That's all it boils down to, dude. Like what you've done out here to make your money, yes, it's entertainment. Yes, it is fake instigated drama. Yes, it's not who you really are in the real world. You're creating a skit, but what you're doing is upsetting people because they don't know that it's a skit. And even if they know it's a skit, they don't want to be a part of it. They don't want to be used as a patsy. You're using people as a patsy. Bottom line, dude. The thing you did with Christina the other day is the same thing you've been doing to me for the last 6 years. And I don't care, dude. Do it all you want. My point is that you're coming out here and complaining about people harassing and bullying you, which they are, but you've done the same thing to them and to me. Maybe not as bad, but you've still done it. And I've never come at you that hard. I've said some things about you, no big deal. I've never come at you anywhere nearly as hard as any of these people. Yet they get to walk away from you. You're going to walk away from them, but you're going to still keep using me as your content. I'm the one that's been the nicest to you out of all these people, no matter what you think, yet you still want to use my content and you still want to put out my defamatory Coach Eli hate videos, Coach Eli's greatest hits, and the Joe Buddy N-word video because it cracks you up, because you're being paid by the Coach Eli haters to put it out there. Fine, dude, take the money and run with it. But at what point is it going to get old? At what point are you going to, have a wake-up call in your head and heart and say this Coach Eli thing needs to go too? I need to let everything go, including him. You're not willing to let me go. It's obvious now. You made it very obvious in this stream you're not willing to let me go. And that's why I'm responding. Yeah, give me a second here. I'm going to read one more here, and then I'm going to take a break. Furthermore, he said he went back and forth with these people and played their little game, but he's tired of it now and says he's done. Played their little game? You created the game. Wait a minute, dude. You're the one that instigated the game. I've known you for 6 years. You've instigated everything with me. I might have called you a spoiled entitled millennial, but come on, dude. That's a joke. Take a joke and move on. But you took that and then you just, boom, right? Dude, you instigated all this stuff. That's your MO. And you have people that work with you that go around YouTube and instigate stuff with creators for drama content, like the Jerry Springer Show type of content, right? I get what you guys do. And fine, if that's what you want to do it. But understand the repercussions that come with it. Everyone, even this is the thing, even your own audience knows you've instigated all this stuff, right? You're an instigator, and many other people. There are several creators in your group that create content, and they're all instigators too. They do the same thing you do. Go around YouTube, instigating other people within their live stream chats. Then you go on their live stream StreamYard panels. You stir up the pot intentionally to bring more attention to your channel. And then you create the controversy. You created that. Seriously, dude, be honest, man. Please be honest. Please be honest. So you're tired of it now, and you say you're done. You're not done until you're fully done. That includes me. So you're not, in my opinion, you're not done. You're not done. Which makes me wonder, was this just one of your many I'm done streams you've done over the last 6 years, or was this really true? Because honestly, I have heard a little bit about what these people have done, and it's despicable. And honestly, to the people that are doing what you're doing to Jamie, you're wrong. Basically, you're making it more wrong on what you're doing than what he did to you. Just because he did something to you doesn't mean you need to amp it up and really, really go way out of bounds with what you're doing. So in essence, it makes you look worse than he was initially. Yeah, he was wrong for antagonizing you and using you for content and donations, but come on, let it go. Okay, you got me, Jamie. But no, you folks aren't letting it go. Now you want to go real life on the guy. Speaking of real life, I'm not even going to talk about that because many people have gone real life on me. I'm not going to even get into that at all tonight. But people that have known about, my relationship with this group and Jamie and all these people within this group, they know a lot of people have gone real life on me, and they all made content on it, including Jamie. But we don't need to get into that, Jamie. We don't have to get into that at all. Okay? This is exactly what I didn't want, Sarah. Sarah, you're up all night waiting for me to go live, and I'm not even talking about you, and I'm actually being very respectful. And he did mention me on the stream. You weren't there. Go back and read the transcription. He did mention me. He said that he's going to stop talking about everyone and asking them to stop except for me. He's going to keep talking about me. Yeah, Sarah, you were timed out by Nightbot for some reason. And I'm assuming you're rebroadcasting me right now, Sarah. That's fine if you are. I don't care. The bottom line is, honestly, this has nothing to do with you. Sarah, can you do me a favor? Can you just let me handle my own thing? This is the stuff. See, you and Jamie work together as a team. And this is what you folks do to create your content. Fine, no problem. It's the antagonistic stuff that you guys do. You come into chats. He's not even talking about. Yeah, he did talk about me. He mentioned me. He absolutely mentioned me. Let me find out why Nightbot's timing you out, Sarah. Because this is exactly what I didn't want on the stream. And you're doing exactly what I don't want. Right? I'm being very respectful. And you want to come in here and try to antagonize me. All right? It's not cool. And I just don't understand, Sarah, why are you speaking on behalf of Jamie and many other people? Why do you feel the need to speak on other people's behalfs? I'm not talking about you. I've said nothing but nice things about you. I don't understand why you come here and go to other channels and speak on behalf of many other people when I'm not talking about you, no one else is talking about you. Give me a second. Let me figure out what's going on here. There's a 1 minute delay between what I say and what goes out. 2:20 in the morning, Sarah, and you're waiting for me to go live to create fake instigated drama. That's what it boils down to. And so be it. It's all good. I just want to make my audience aware of what's going on. Now, you can try to type in the chat and see what's going on there. I don't know why Nightbot timed you out. Yeah, Sarah, listen. I don't know. I just don't understand. I don't understand. I understand it's clocking in and clocking out to you. It's same thing for Jamie, right? And I really appreciated his stream earlier, but he talked about me, so I'm going to respond to it. Just like you respond to people that talk about you, right? That's all. Now, if you want to stick around, no problem. I don't care if you're rebroadcasting. It doesn't matter. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm just stating how I feel, and I'm responding to what I feel was a pretty good stream that he did, with the exception that he wants to make me exempt to all of this. Well, Sarah, whenever I'm doing a reaction video to people that are close to you, you feel the need to come in and say to stop talking about them or whatever, right? And I hardly talk about people within your group. I don't have any hate for anyone in your group. You know I don't have hate for you or Jamie or anyone. You also know that the type of content you guys create is antagonizing people for a reaction as entertainment. And it's going to piss people off. Now, I've learned to deal with it because I know you and Jamie for many years, but a lot of people don't know what's really happening. And part of what makes it work for you guys is that initially they don't know what you're doing. It brings more of a shock factor, right? So all I'm saying is that, most people don't know what's really going on. It's all for entertainment, right? And listen, I'm not gonna go. I have too much to go over, so I'm not gonna keep talking about all this, and I'm not gonna cater the show to one or two people here. If you want to ask other questions or whatever, that's cool. But I got to move forward with the show. But I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much. And I've been nothing but respectful. I speak for nobody. I was just curious for the 10th time. My bad. No, I am not doing that activity. I'm not accusing you. Sarah, stop using the word accused. I'm not accusing you of anything. All I'm saying is that you've come in my chats before when I talk about people that you care for, even in a professional way, even after they've talked to me and I'm responding, you basically told me to stop talking about them or to that extent. It's not a big deal. I'm not here to make a big deal out of it. It's all good. It's all good. Thank you so much. And I'm going to continue moving forward with the show. Okay? Yeah, if JT wants to be unblocked, he can email me at coacheli at coacheli@eliasmelas.com. Yeah. Yeah, he can email. He hasn't emailed me, so I gave everyone that option. Yeah. Tell JT to email me at coacheli at coacheli@eliasmelas.com. Okay? I'll talk with him and figure it out. But thank you so much. Okay? All right. So yeah, he was saying he went back and forth with these people and played their little game, but he's tired of it now and says he's done. He antagonized the game. Maybe some of them did, but sometimes he did. Both sides were antagonistic. Both sides are at fault, okay? But he's tired of it now and says he's done. And I threw in here, Jamie, you made a lot of money talking about these people. You did. And now that the money isn't there anymore, you want them to all of a sudden go away when these people feel they were used. And they were used, right? I'm being used, but I've just learned to deal with it, right? Sarah, you're a part of Jamie's team, and you're here to create the drama content for Jamie and you on your channels to rebroadcast. That is the truth of the matter. So I'm going to go and look and see if you're rebroadcasting right now. I'm going to look. If you are, no big deal. Apparently, it looks like you're not. Okay, cool. Maybe you're not. Maybe somebody else is. I'm quite surprised. If you're here to have a legitimate conversation and you're not here to stir up more fake instigated drama for you and Jamie to cater to the Coach Eli haters, you're more than welcome to chat. Okay? But usually you guys are rebroadcasting and you're basically just, playing the skit, and I don't want to play that skit anymore. If you want to be here legitimately, I'll treat you like Jenny Sandler or anyone else, and you know that. Sarah, you are very good at antagonizing people for the content. It's what you and Jamie do. He speaks on you out of tradition not to fight. Well, that's fine. And I'm responding to what he put out today. I'm not here to fight you or him, right? I'm not here to fight you or him. I'm not questioning your words, Sarah. Sarah, you're very, very, very good at getting reactions from people. You know that, okay? Okay? You've been working in the industry since you were younger. You are good at getting reactions from people. You know how it works. I know you know how it works, okay? It's all good, all right? So I'm going to continue moving on with the show right now. If you want to comment every now and then, I'll check in the chat, but I have a lot to talk about, okay? I'm up studying. Okay, yeah. If you want to keep on the show in the background and comment whenever you feel like it, no problem. No problem, Sarah. God, Jesus, man. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm sure he'll review this tomorrow. One of you will review it tomorrow. I don't care. It doesn't matter. That's the whole point. Well, best of luck to you regarding whatever you're trying to study for. If it's for your future, then God bless you. I truly, honestly wish you and Jamie and everyone else nothing but the best. But I have to respond to things that just don't make any sense to me. And he did talk about me. And I'm not saying he talked about me in a negative way, but he basically wants to have nothing to do with anyone else besides me. He wants everyone else to stop coming at him, and he'll stop going at them. But I'm the exception to the rule. Boy, how did I earn that right? God, golly gee, right? All right. So yeah, you made a lot of money talking about these people, Jamie, and now that the money isn't there anymore, you want them to all of a sudden go away when these people feel they were used. Now, I don't agree with the level of retaliation these people have taken it to. I don't agree with the level of retaliation. I don't agree with that. And if you're listening, Sarah, I don't agree with what these people are doing. I understand why they're doing it, but I don't agree with it. They're doing it because initially Jamie antagonized them or maybe love bombed them, made them feel like they were a part of something, and now that they're no longer a part of it or they're monetizable, they're gone. So they feel like they were used. And listen, it's none of my business. I'm just saying that that's why they're retaliating, but I think they've taken it way too far. I think they've done way worse than Jamie did to them, right? So I think they're both wrong. That is a compliment. Yeah, of course. It is a compliment. It is. I appreciate you being reasonable, Sarah. I do. I want people to be around here and chat. And I want Jamie to be successful. And he's so freaking talented. I've been saying this for years. I can clip out the many times over the last several years where I've said he is much more talented than fake instigated drama. That's also going to piss off people and get them to do dumb shit. Razor Edge, how you doing, bro? Welcome to the show. Oh, my God. Yeah, I knew you meant good morning. There's a 1 minute delay between what I say and what goes out, man. Thank you for being here. I got to get back to the show. Now, I don't agree with the level of retaliation these people have taken it to, but at the same time, these people feel played and again used as content to incite donations from your audience. If there was not something about you that he liked, he would not cover you. Yes, you are right. His enemies are vile. Yeah. And these are not, listen, I will give it to Jamie. The Coach Eli haters are not as vile as some of these other people. Okay? They're not. Razor Edge says Jamie's on borrowed time. Sarah says drama unleashed. False. Razor Edge. I mean, you're both entitled to your opinion. Again, I'm not here to take sides. I can understand why he's saying that, Sarah, and I can also understand why you're saying what you're saying. That's not, Sarah, that's not being disrespectful. It's just his opinion. It's just his opinion. He's not being disrespectful. You disagree with his opinion. I have no opinion on that. I can understand where you're both coming from. I'm just here to talk about what he mentioned about me and how I feel. It's like, wow, it's like almost contradicting the whole stream of, wanting to move on, except from one person, me. That's all I'm here to talk about. Okay, honestly, dude, I'm not gonna listen. Razor Edge, I'm not here to, now you're starting to attack Sarah. And regardless of what's happened in the past, if you do that one more time, even with your channel membership, I will ban you. We're not here to attack Jamie or Sarah. We're here to talk respectfully. You understand that, Razor Edge? Okay? Do you understand that? We're here to talk respectfully. Okay? The only reason why I understood what you said about the Jamie thing is because, yes, he was removed from the platform and he is circumventing technically, but I don't even care about that. If the guy wants to find a way to be out here, so be it. I honestly think he can create better content. And I can understand what you were saying there, but what you said about Sarah, dude, was just a reaction out of frustration. That's out of frustration. This has really nothing to do with Sarah. Yes, she works with Jamie at times, and yes, she has helped him, create part of the audience. Sarah actually has done a lot of good work for Jamie, for him. So, I mean, do I agree with what they're both doing? I'm not into that type of content, but that's just what they do. I'm just trying to make people aware of it. It's not a contradiction when you consider your history. Well, I mean, he wants it to end with these people. I want it to end with him. He's not willing to make it end, Sarah. He's not. I really wish he would move forward from the Coach Eli drama. I really wish he would stop putting out the Coach Eli greatest hits. because he's saying people are harassing him and all that. I feel that's harassing me. Now I've let it go. I let it go. I don't flag that stuff. I don't do anything, Sarah. You know that. I haven't flagged anyone in ages, except what happened with my business, but that's taken care of now with the Tammy situation. We got that resolved. Okay. It is a contradiction, in my opinion. You're entitled to yours, I'm entitled to mine, but it's a contradiction, in my opinion. Let me see here. Jamie furthermore said, when someone says they're done, then you need to back the fuck off, because after that point, if you don't stop, it becomes harassment. Well, I agree with you that, Jamie. If you ask someone to back off and they don't do it, it becomes harassment. So how come after me asking you over 100 times in the last 6 years to not back off, why do you keep coming at me? You're asking, this is a fair question. You're asking people to back off because you're asking them to back off. And if they don't, you're considering that harassment. But I've asked you 100 times and you haven't backed off. You've only amped it up over the years. Why am I the exception to the rule? That doesn't make it right, Sarah. With the dollar sign, he has motivation to talk. Of course, nothing but silicone and all people. Yeah, he's getting paid to do it. Does it make it right? No, it's still harassment. It is. It's harassment. It is. But I don't care. I let it go. All I'm doing is putting out a video here and responding and saying, hey, look, if you're going to complain about people harassing you after you ask them to stop and they don't stop, and then you say that's harassment, the same rules apply to me. I'm he doesn't get special privileges with me. I'm not exempt to that rule. Come on. This is ridiculous. All right. I'm going to stop right there for right now. And take a quick break. We are at 1 hour and 2 minutes. I mean, that's not cool, Sarah. He has a motivation, MOTIVA $, ION. You have the same motivation too, Sarah. You make money off my content too. You guys all make money off my content. You guys have large donors that basically are continuing to feed you money to do this. And I basically have just let it go. I'm just here responding because I want people to know that I'm being singled out here. I'm being singled out of all of this, right? And all I'm saying is, why can I not be treated equally and fairly? Well, then, Sarah, I'll tell you what. How about we make a deal and you guys give me 1/3 of the profits, and then we can make it fair. Because if it's about entertainment, and let's say it's a business thing, right? Why can't we split the profits 3 ways? Why wouldn't I just license Jamie the rights to do this, and then he pays me a licensing fee? The thing is, you guys don't want to pay me anything, right? You pay me something, the Coach Eli haters won't pay him anymore. The Coach Eli haters are paying you guys to try to talk about me in ways that's going to stunt my growth. Razor Edge says it's a contradiction. The days of entertainment are numbered. That's his opinion. He's not saying anything negative there. I mean, he's just making an opinion, Sarah. But your opinion is that he's false. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. How's that? Give me a second here. Yeah, I mean, look, Sarah, people are going to share their opinions Just because they don't agree with you doesn't mean they don't like you, or it doesn't mean that they're trying to attack you or somebody. They're just stating their opinions. You know, that's all. You are being singled out, but then you guys pay me $1,000 a month to license my content. How's that? Yeah, you guys want to pay me $1,000 a month? You know, Sarah, here's the thing. You know, I don't care about the money, and I don't even want the money. I'm making a point here. Okay, if this was something that he's doing because you say he likes me and likes his content, then he would be willing to work something out monetarily behind the scenes to make it fair. But he hasn't done that, and neither have you. That's all. It's all good. It's all good. Not a big deal. Let's just move on. It doesn't matter. I got my own audience. I'm doing my own thing. And at some point, what I will say is this, regarding what Razor Edge is saying. At some point, it will get old, even to the Coach Eli haters. I'm not saying that to go against what you're saying, Sarah. It's me we're talking about, right? It's me we're talking about. So what I'm saying is that I agree with Razor's Edge. At some point, it's going to fizzle out. I mean, people are going to get tired of it. It gets old. It's already gotten old, right? And there's no terms to be discussed. He's not interested in it. Sarah, look, I'm not saying that Jamie fully hates me, but he doesn't fully like me either. He doesn't like a lot of stuff about me, and that's fine. Not a big deal. I'm not going to fault him or shame him for that. Okay? I'm a very, very direct person. I am very, very in your face. I'm a very, very tough love type of person, and I'm not for everyone. So I can't blame him. If I don't care about the money, then why ask for a cut? Because I want to see if he would actually offer me one. I don't think he would. See, you guys basically want to do this and basically not have to pay a license fee for it. And even if I asked him to pay a license fee to use my stuff for entertainment, he wouldn't do it. He'd keep doing it. So what's the point? Come on, Sarah. You know this is pointless. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Razor Edge says you can only gaslight so long. I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's your opinion. I don't know. I don't know if it's gaslighting. I don't know if this is actually gaslighting. I just think it's just a group of people that don't like me that are willing to pay someone like Jamie and Sarah money to talk about me. That's all. It's all it boils down to, bro. I don't know if I consider that gaslighting. I consider that strange. I consider that, a waste of money these people are spending. But if they're going to pay, Jamie and Sarah or other people money to talk about me, whatever. I'm just here to respond to this video. That's all. Well, if he really actually had respect for me, Sarah, he would have offered me a cut a long time ago. I would have still turned it down, Sarah, but he would have offered me. He's never offered me a penny, Sarah. Never. So please, come on. It's all good, Sarah. I'm not worried about it. Do what you got to do. Sarah, what is disrespectful about saying you can only gaslight so long? He's stating an opinion. Sarah, you stated opinions of myself I didn't like, and I'm like, okay, no big deal. She stated her opinion. Why, Sarah, why can't people state opinions about you or other people that you care about or anyone in general without it offending you? I don't understand that. I don't think it really offends you. I just think it's your persona online. It's all good. It's all good, Sarah. It's all good. Okay? It's all good in the hood. All right? All right. I got to take a break. It's time to take a break. Let's see. All right. Music is all queued up. I'm going to step away for a 5, 6, 7 minute break. And when we return, we're going to get back to, there's more. There's plenty more. So we're going to be on for probably about another hour. Jamie is frugal. He is not going to pay what he doesn't have to. Well, you know what, Sarah? That's why a lot of people have issues with him, because he wants to use people for content and then not even compensate them fairly. I mean, come on, Sarah. Do you not want to be compensated for your time if you're doing some work? Or if somebody is using your, creative work, wouldn't you want a cut of it? Honestly, Sarah, the question for you is, if people were doing to you what's being done to me, how would you handle that, Sarah? Honestly, be honest, Sarah. That's all good. It's not a big deal. Stick around. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. We are back. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Yeah. All right, we are just gonna scratch it and get right back down to business. I've made a decision to basically turn off the chat. And I'm doing that right now. The live chat has been disabled. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I cannot concentrate and focus on a show, when two people are dominating the chat. And I'm just keeping it real. I have love for everyone. I care about everyone. But I just cannot focus on my show. If people are going to come to the chat and just dominate it and fight in my chat, I'm not here to fight with people. I'm not here to have people fight in my chat. I'm not here to create drama. That's all. Okay? In the future, if I have similar issues with anybody, this goes for anyone and everyone, I will turn off the chat. There are times I've run full shows without a chat. I don't need a chat. Okay? I don't need a chat. Okay? Now, that also disables my ability to make super chats, my ability to make super stickers, but screw it. I don't care. I'm not doing this necessarily for the money. And if you want to donate, you can donate via Cash App or PayPal. Links are below in the description section. Okay? I'm just really disappointed. And that's all I'm going to say, I really wish everyone could get along. It is what it is. So, let's go ahead and continue. Okay. Jamie furthermore said, and before I move forward, let me do another sound check. Sorry about that, folks. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. And if you want to donate, you can donate via Cash App or PayPal. Links are below in the description section. Okay? All right, we're good. We're absolutely good. All right. Furthermore, Jamie said, people are purposefully trying to provoke him. I don't doubt that. But how many people have you provoked? You've been provoking me for 6 years. I get it's part of your content. And regardless of your thoughts about me, I'd like to think that they are good thoughts. You have to come off to the audience that's paying you like they're not good thoughts, whether it makes sense to do so or not, right? But you're coming out and saying that he said this in his video, in his stream. People are purposefully trying to provoke him. That's what you've done to me for years and others. It's the same thing. How many times have you and other creators in your community purposely tried to provoke and antagonize me to get a reaction so you can then make a stream on it and incite donations from your audience? How many times? That's all it boils down to. I'm not mad at you. I'm not trash talking you. I'm not hating upon you. I'm not doing what these people are doing to you. I'm not, creating these nasty pictures and all that. Like, that's stupid. Like all these people are so fucking childish and immature. It's just ridiculous. What they're doing to you is ridiculous, childish, and yes, it is harassment. It is bullying. And you're right about that. But you also have to come out and say that at one point or another, you antagonize these people. We've all antagonized people. I've probably antagonized people too. We've done it. I've tried to not do it anymore. But I mean, come on, man. What goes around comes around. I'm not saying that what they're doing is right. They've taken it way too far, much further than you have. But when you come out and say that people are purposefully provoking you, what have you done to me for the last 6 years? I mean, that's just a fair statement, man. I mean, I say this, Jamie, respectfully. I've said it before, I'll say it again. And I'm not saying this just to you, I'm saying it to everyone. What you put out, you get back. What you put out, you get back, right? So you're getting back what you're getting now, which is not right. They've taken it way too far. Let me be very clear about that before I get taken out of context. But they're only doing this to you because of what you put out initially, right? That's all. That's all. Yes, they've taken it way too far. And I'll tell you this, Jamie, I believe in God. I know you got your own beliefs or whatever. I'm not trying to challenge you or question your beliefs. I believe in God. I believe God will take care of those that sin upon you. Okay? You got to leave that in God's hands, man. But at the same time, also, I think you're realizing it's not worth antagonizing or provoking people just to have content to entertain your audience on. Oh well, man, I don't know how you've done this for 6 years. For 6 years, you've done this, man. I get you made some okay money doing it, man, but honestly, has it been worth the stress, the agony, what you've had to deal with? Jamie has asked people to kindly leave him alone because furthermore, he states he's almost been pushed to the point of ending himself. When I heard that did break my heart. And a lot of people are probably going to question your sincerity on that. I'm not. I'm not going to question your sincerity on having thoughts of ending it. We got to use YouTube speak here, right? But if it's gotten to that point for you, James, then you got to get away from this and focus on your health and self-healing. You know this is the truth. This is the right thing to do. Now, when you review this, you're going to criticize it and amp it up for your audience, right? But you know the truth of the matter is this is not healthy for you or for anyone, right? It's not healthy. So you got to withdraw completely from it. And quite frankly, even the Coach Eli hate audience that may not be as bad as the people that are coming at you, that's still unhealthy, dude. You got to get away from the whole thing. That's all I'm saying. If you want to cleanse yourself from all of this, you gotta remove all of it, and that includes me. Now, do what you got to do. If you're going to keep talking about me and keep using me for content, and if people are paying you to come at me like nothing but silicone or any of these other people, right? It's your choice. But at the same time, dude, other people that you're asking to stop coming at you may see you coming at me as a reason to keep coming at you too. I'm not inciting them to do that. I'm just saying that's how people are. So you got to understand, dude, that if you want to completely cleanse yourself from all of this, you got to remove all of it, including me. You got to be willing to sacrifice something. And you haven't been willing to sacrifice something yet, dude. That's all, man. Like I've told you before, man, it's never worth ending it for anything or anyone. Life is precious. You can laugh at me in front of your audience all you want. They can laugh all they want. You can call me the biggest loser, mama's boy, whatever. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I'll share more about that in a little bit. What I care about is everyone being healthy and happy. And sometimes in order to get there, you got to remove yourself from every toxic situation. And while you may be trying to do that, continuing to come at me through my Coach Eli haters for a few bucks, is that worth sacrificing your health over? Is it worth it, man? Honestly. So my thing is this, Jamie. Will you start respecting my wishes in the same way you're asking these people to respect yours? If I ask you to leave me alone based on what you put on your stream yesterday, would you respect my wishes of asking you to leave me alone in the same ways you're asking these people to respect your wishes and leave you alone? Because if you're not, then you're contradicting yourself. And again, I don't care. Carry on. Do what you got to do. I've got plenty of other content to create that doesn't involve you or the drama sphere, right? It doesn't. I'm responding to this because this was something response worthy. And I think you knew that. I think Sarah knew that. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you did or you didn't. I'm just saying that you're a lot smarter than both you and Sarah, Jamie, are a lot smarter than people give you credit for. I'm going to give you that credit. Okay? So what people are perceiving is going on here, they may not actually know how you feel, Sarah feels, or how I feel, or what we know, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? I think you do. Most people don't, right? It's all good. It is all good. Let me see here. Yeah. All right. Jamie furthermore said, hopefully to the people out there, if they focus on themselves, they will get somewhere in life. I'm going to say the same thing to you. Respectfully, Jamie. If you focus on creating more positive content and completely remove the fake instigated drama stuff, this will all boil over. And I think a lot of people will come back and start respecting you, and I'll be one of them. And I'm not saying I don't respect you now. What I'm saying is that I'd respect you a lot more. And I think you would win a lot of people back. But I don't think that's going to truly happen until you let go of the Coach Eli thing, which I don't think you're going to do, because maybe it's something that is bringing in a good amount of your income right now. So it's like, I don't know, man. I really don't know what to say. You got choices to make, man. So yeah, hopefully if you focus on yourselves, you guys will get somewhere in life that will make you happy, and you won't have to provoke people online for your content. Dude, you do the same thing. You've been provoking people for years. I'm one of them. And you're still provoking me purposefully, like you say, purposefully provoking me to feed your audience of Coach Eli haters that are paying you money. If that's not the kind of person you want to be, dude, then why are you creating content like that, whether it makes you money or not? Like, I don't understand it. I just don't understand it, man. I don't know how much more clear and nicer I can be. I just don't get it. You can respond to this stream all you want, dude. It may not be worth it for you to respond to this, because this is making a lot of logical sense. And then I'm going to share some more stuff in a second after I get through this. That'll bring it more into perspective, right? This is exactly what I've been dealing with for the last 6 years. I mean, I think it all boils down to treating others the way you want to be treated, right? Even on YouTube, right? You only get back what you put out. Treat others the way you want to be treated. So furthermore, he goes, he's going to keep doing his normal content, which is going to probably be a mixture of Eli stuff because people want it and there's a market for that. And then he said, sorry to the people who don't want me to continue doing Eli stuff. You're not my market. That's right. You got a market of Coach Eli haters. We all know that by now. Everyone knows that, dude. And I think even some of the Coach Eli haters have fizzled out because I just don't understand. I don't understand what more do people want from me. Like I've moved on and I'm doing my own thing, just helping people, right? That's all I do. And if you think I'm not helping people, whether it's for the fake instigated drama or you really feel that way, I mean, how many times can you say the same thing? How many times can you say the same thing? So, to the people that don't want him to do it, to continue doing the Eli stuff, you're not his market, clearly. And what you have to say about it literally weighs nothing in my brain, or in his brain, I mean. Okay. He's only going to do the Eli stuff because people request it and they pay you good money for it. And also because, well, frankly, he's a douchebag. So he calls me a douchebag on his show. That's very nice of you to say, dude. It really is. It's very nice of you to say. For 6 years, dude. For 6 years. You've been doing the same thing. When I'm a guy I care about everyone, including you. I helped you stay on this platform. You were about to leave, and I reached out to you out of the kindness of my heart and convinced you to stay on the platform. Now, I don't think you really truly hate me at the level that you come off, or even if you say you hate me online, I don't think you really, really hate me. But I think there are things about me that annoy you. There are things about me that annoy many people, Jamie. I'm an honest person. I call people out on their behavior patterns. I call people out on the things they do in their relationships, their marriages. Okay? I try to teach people that in order for you to better yourselves, you have to hold yourselves accountable. And many people nowadays do not hold themselves accountable, right? That's what I do. If that's something that you don't like or other people you associate with don't like, you can simply change the channel. But if you guys continue to want to be a part of what I do, it clearly states to me you guys like what I do, right? In some strange way, maybe you guys benefit from what I do. Besides making money or getting a good laugh, right? And quite frankly, a lot of what you said, within your stream yesterday, Jamie, sounded a lot like things I've said in the past. You sounded a lot like me. And for that, I'll say I'm proud of you. But again, it all boils down to I'm still here. You still want to be a part of the Coach Eli thing one way or another. You're willing to let everything else go. Natasha Cooper, CJ, you're willing to let all the other women go, MD, Amber, Tiffany. You're willing to let all of that go except for Coach Eli. That to me, I gotta say it, man, it's surreal. That to me is like, wow. Should I feel honored? Should I feel envy? Should I feel fortunate? How should I feel in this situation? You tell me. You tell me when you do your reaction video if you decide to do it. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll feel this is not worthy of a response. I think you will do it, but maybe you won't. We'll see. But how should I feel in this situation, right? And how far out of context are you going to take this stream to entertain the audience to incite the donations? I'm just curious. I'm not going to watch it. I'm telling you, honest to God, I do wish you the best, and I hope you become successful no matter what you do, even if you keep doing the content on me. But I'm not going to watch it. I have other content to create, and I'm going to focus on that. I just wanted to respond to this because on one hand, you sounded a lot like I have been sounding, and you want to move past all this, and you're asking people to stop harassing you, but at the same time, you're willing to stop talking about everyone except me. And I'm a douchebag. Thank you for the compliment, brother. I can be a douchebag. I can be an asshole. I have my moments, but I have a big heart and soul, and I care about people. And a lot of what I analyze triggers people because it's true. Only the truth triggers people. I'm just saying that in general. So then he said he heard CJ actually say this about a month ago. It's so bad around here, it's so toxic, and it's hate. It feels bad. I used YouTube to transcribe this, so I'm reading it transcribed. And CJ, I'm going to post something to you here. Do you think maybe you're part of the problem? This is Jamie addressing CJ, asking CJ, do you think you're a part of the problem in making it toxic? When she's doing drama streams, she is, but a lot of times she does like fun stuff. Do you think maybe you're part of the issue in spreading that toxic negativity when she's doing drama streams? She is. We all are. That includes you too, James. Do you think you're feeding into it at all? Because if you don't think so, you maybe need to do some self-assessment because you are indeed causing a lot of it. Well, dude, maybe you are self-assessing yourself, but if not, you need the same thing. We all do. I've had to self-assess myself as well. Jamie's in essence, he's in essence saying to these people, truly what they need, I agree with you, but you yourself need it as well. I do too. We all do. We all need to self-assess at times, right? Maybe this is a real wake-up call here. Maybe it is. But for some reason, I'm still in the limelight with you. Like, you're doing the right thing. If this is how you feel, you're doing the right thing. But for some reason, the Coach Eli thing just can't be let go of. Because you are indeed causing a lot of it. You all are causing the issue. You're all feeding into it. You're all trying to make YouTube money and clicks. That's all it boils down to, okay? And then Jamie said, I think you have the ability to grow outside of this community. And he said some bad word, I'm not going to say, and do something better with your content. I feel the same thing about you. So I don't understand, Jamie. Why don't you take your own advice? It seems like you are taking your own advice with everyone else except me. I'm the one that you still want to talk about. I'm the one that you still want to focus a lot of energy on. Money or not, dude, come on, man. Come on, dude. Let's see. Well, furthermore, Jamie was saying that CJ staying in this cesspool because it brings her a bit of comfort. A lot of you use YouTube as an outlet. That's the truth of the matter. Maybe she does it. Maybe you've done it, Jamie. Other people have done it. When I first came on, I did this because it was partially my outlet to talk about a girlfriend of mine that cheated on me. But then I turned it into something that I want to continue long term. And I've been doing it for 6 years, no matter what. Even though I've made a whole lot of money, I've been doing it for 6 years. And I'm going to keep doing it. And a lot of the things that have happened within this drama group, I'm not blaming you specifically. I'm saying in general, a lot of the things that you folks have done has hurt my growth, has hurt my reputation, has defamed my character, has been harassment and bullying. You know what's happened to me. And now all the same stuff's happening to you folks, right? So you understand all the stuff that I was put through this group years ago. You understand how it feels, right? I'm not going to go any further. I mean, he keeps talking about some stuff regarding he's made numerous attempts to go outside of the community. I know you have, Jamie. I know you've also had to start over and over again due to the ban that happened to you over a year ago. I get that. But you keep coming back to it, especially when it comes to myself and a few others, because it's the way that you've primarily made your money and gotten your traction. And I truly do think you can grow something more sustainable long term, but it's not going to pay you what you're making now immediately. So I get it. You're in a tough spot. You're like, what do I do? Completely let it all go, including Eli, and then have no income and build over and start over and possibly not be able to pay my bills next month. I get what you're struggling with. I get it. I get that, dude. But you got to figure that out, man, because I mean, like, let me tell you, dude, I moved on. I ignore all this stuff. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect my sleep or my health. I ignore all the toxic stuff, man. Right? Again, I'm just responding to you today because you mentioned me, and I thought it was just interesting that you want to stop doing drama content on everyone else except for me. And I just thought that was just, I don't know. I just thought it was odd. I just thought it was odd. Anyway. And then you were starting to wrap up towards the end and said, the only people that don't want peace thrive off chaos. Let me repeat that one more time. You said it. You said the only people that don't want peace thrive off chaos. How much have you thrived off of Coach Eli chaos in the last 6 years? I can tell you made at least $100,000. I'm not complaining. And, I'm not coming after you. You know that. I'm done with all that. It's all good. Whatever. But I can highly assume you've thrived off of my content alone at the amount of well over $100,000. You've made a lot of money off my content. You thrived off of that chaos, but now you're saying that the only people that don't want peace thrive off chaos. So you've been thriving off of chaos, off of my chaos, right? And I'm not saying I'm intentionally creating chaos, but by you folks doing what you're doing, it creates the chaos for me. And it throws me into a cesspool I don't want to be a part of. But you guys force me into that cesspool because you keep sending people to my channels or following me wherever I go on other channels, and you gang attack me. And then you send people these Coach Eli hate videos, right? And I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that's as bad as what these people are doing to you, but it's pretty close, right? I mean, it's defamatory, man. It's defamatory. You know it. You can stop doing the Joe Buddy N-word video. You can stop putting it out there. You can stop putting out Coach Eli's greatest hits and then do reaction videos on me to your audience. Why are we throwing in those videos and then following me to other channels that I'm doing reaction videos with and trying to collaborate with? Why am I being followed that closely? Right? I mean, I know you don't do things, Jamie, that don't make financial sense. If it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense, right? Remember what J.B. Gunner said, James? If it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense, right? I'm going to go ahead and reopen the chat for the last part of the show. I'm going to give you folks another chance to redeem yourselves and to be polite and respectful in the chat. Share your opinions, but be respectful. Let me test this. See if it pops up on the screen. And it did. Live chat is back. I got a few more things to talk about, so I'm going to take one more break. 3:29 a.m. Eastern, 6:29 a.m. Pacific. If anybody is disrespectful, you're going to be removed. That's it. Do not be disrespectful. Okay? Now, give me a second here. Let me see here. Wow, that's just very, very interesting. Very interesting. I'll share about that when I get back. Richard T, how are you doing? There's a 1 minute delay between what I say and what goes out. Yeah, no, my sleeping pattern's been off lately because Don and I have had some things to do, some doctor's appointments and other stuff to do. So I slept a lot earlier today. I have some more things to do with Don in the afternoon. So after this, I mean, it's only 3:30 in the morning right now. I could still get 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Get up around 9 a.m. or 10 and do what I have to do. But I wanted to get this out because I wanted to respond to Jamie's stream. It was important for me to respond to this. It was important to the communities that he's involved with and I'm involved with and everyone that's been confused. It was important for me to respond to this man. But I hope you're doing well, bro. And everyone else, you can come back and chat. Just be respectful, okay? Be respectful. That's all I ask. So I'm going to step away and take a break, and got a little bit more to talk about when I get back. So stick around. We'll be right back. right, we're back. We are back. We are back live, and we are just going to stretch it and get right back down to business. Welcome back to the show, everyone. This is the third and final part of the show. It's going to be pretty brief, maybe 10 to 15 minutes long, and then I got to get some rest. And got a lot of other things to do, just a lot to do, non-YouTube related. Yeah, let me just go through this, and then I'm going to just share my final thoughts, and that'll be that. So earlier today, I put out a posting on my other channel, Coach Eli 2, Authentic Live Streams. And the posting stated, do you think that people that rebroadcast entire portions of other people's live streams or use very large portions of other people's content do it because they have no original content? Please answer the poll below, and please also take a minute to comment with your thoughts. Thank you. That wasn't aimed at you, Jamie, or Sarah, or JT, or Susie, or Wisdom, or Scotty, or, Haters Inc., or JD Gunner, or, God, how many people over the years have rebroadcasted me? It was not pertaining to any one particular person. If I was going to aim something at one particular person, I would tag them in, and then you would know. That was a blanket statement right there, right? Just to see what my audience would say. The two choices were, they do it because they have no original content. The other choice was they do it because they can't make money using their own face. There were 22 votes. 64% chose they do it because they can't make money using their own face. 36% said they do it because they have no other original content. And it's interesting to me, this is just my observation, no disrespect to anyone, but the majority of people that have rebroadcasted me don't show their face on camera. They use some StreamYard avatar, right? I take pride in coming out here using high quality video and audio. I show myself, and you see my expressions, and you feel exactly what I'm saying. Now, I'm not trying to be critical to other people that don't show their face, but the majority of people that do these restreams don't show their face on camera usually. Okay? And it was interesting, literally, like I put this out there yesterday, 22 hours ago, in the middle of the night. Shortly after that, Jamie puts a posting that says, do you think Eli gets restreamed because he's an arrogant loser who invades everyone's personal boundaries and speaks ignorantly, yet thinks he knows it all? Or do you think he's just a poor guy everyone picks on because they're bullies with no original content? Okay. And there were 5 choices. He's a complete loser I like to laugh at. Leave the coach alone. He banned me so. I don't want to give him the view. Or choices A, C, and D, which is every choice besides leave the life coach alone. And here's how the poll is right now. 235 votes. He's a complete loser I like to laugh at, 11%. He banned me so, 3%. I don't want to give him the view, 2%. 35%, choices A, C, and D. 49% leave the life coach alone. So apparently, more people are thinking Jamie should move on and not rebroadcast me. Now, there were some comments there, and I'm not going to read them all, but Jamie was saying, LOL at the troll votes, y'all don't care if I cover Eli or not. You're just voting against the poll because you don't like me. Which, if you don't like me, just unsub, you bunch of losers. I don't think it's that people don't like you, Jamie. I think it's just people are tired of the Coach Eli stuff. It's just regurgitated repetitive. That's all it boils down to, right? Now, if you have the Coach Eli haters that want to keep paying you to regurgitate the same stuff, money's money. I understand that, right? Okay. And Mr. Kaz, like, Eli used up all his troll accounts voting on this one. I voted one time because I wanted to see what the numbers were. I don't have time, Mr. Ka, with what I have going on to sit there and try to log in on multiple stock accounts, which I don't really have that many. I've got like 5 or 6 accounts. They're all legitimate. Okay. I don't sit there and troll. I don't do this stupid stuff, right? So the majority of people are saying leave the life coach alone. Those are probably people that used to be a part of Jamie's group that used to enjoy the Coach Eli stuff, but they're even tired of it too. And they're just tired of the drama. They're tired of the same old repetitive stuff that's toxic and draining, and they just want to move on. That's all it boils down to, right? So that is that, okay? Give me 1 second here. Interestingly enough, I'm going to respond to a couple of comments that were held for review on one of my channels. Can't remember which one it was. And I screenshot them, but I'm not going to show it. I'm just going to read it. Okay. If I had to guess who this is, I would have to guess it's probably Coach J. I really don't care. I don't care who. It could be anyone, but it sounds like him. This was like 9 hours ago. Amazing thing is you put everything out publicly, but refuse to respond to anything. I respond to stuff I want to respond to. You live off your family. You live with a true drunk. No, I don't live off my family. I share a home with my mother and Don, and we do our part. And you just maybe wish you had a similar situation with your family to do the same thing. Instead of spending the money on rent, why in the world am I going to pay $3,000 a month in rent for a 700 square foot apartment with Don? And, it would cost us more to have, our dogs there when my mother has this house my dad built, living in it by herself. And there's a big in-law unit that we can rent 2,000 square feet for the same thing and put it into the estate. That's a smart way to do it. So why in the world, if you want to keep talking about this, I'll talk. I'm responding to it right now. I've responded to it many times, but you want to keep poking the bear, and I don't care. You can keep poking the bear all the fuck you want, right? How could you help anyone before you can help yourself? How do you know I'm not helping myself? I'm doing just fine. I think you're just unhappy that maybe you're not in a position to, be able to invest in your own family's estate yourself. I don't know. I don't know what else it could be. Get a grip. That's why I think it's Coach J. You are not a life coach. Well, that's your opinion. I am a life coach, and I'm proud to be one. You are a loser who likes to get into other people's business, but you are the biggest idiot on YouTube. Well, thank you for the compliment, sir. I'm a big idiot. Great. That's wonderful. Those are very kind words. Okay. Thank you for that. You have nothing to offer anyone. I have a lot of great advice to offer people, and if they actually listen to my advice, it'll help turn their life around, personally and professionally. You are trying to make an easy buck on YouTube. Nope, I've been working hard to grow with a real audience, and slowly but surely it's getting there, right? If I want to make money on YouTube and I still am one of the few people that has 2 monetized channels in good standing, that's my prerogative. What's the problem with that, sir? Are you unhappy, Coach J, that you got removed from the YouTube partner program for the same reason most other people that have been rebroadcasting me for reused content? Is that what it is? I mean, honestly. You are too lazy to actually work. Well, two is T-O-O, not T-O, sir. Okay? You are too lazy to actually work. I work hard all the time. I do a lot of stuff for the family estate. I've made my money. I've reinvested my money, and I've done other side gigs, and I don't owe you a damn thing. But if you want to keep coming and trying to, talk about it, there's your answer. If you want to keep mentioning this, there's your answer, right? But to the people that keep bringing this up are the people that wish could be in this position. They are envious fans, and that's how I'm going to look at it. End of story, okay? End of story. Thank you. Thank you for that wonderful, lovely comment. I mean, right? Mm-hmm. And thank you to the 30 people that are still here right now. Don and I greatly appreciate you. I'm going to wrap up by saying this. I respected your stream, Jamie. I respected that you want to move on. But if you're truly going to move on, you got to move on from everything, including myself. Even if the Coach Eli audience is profitable for you and is keeping you afloat. I understand sometimes people got to do what they got to do, right? But even if this is profitable for you now, how long do you think this is going to stay this way? You know, I've talked about this before, so have you. This is not sustainable long term. I think you're realizing that. I think more so you're realizing how much it's affecting your health to keep this going, right? I've always said you're much more capable of doing great things. But you're going to have to give up all the drama stuff and the drama donations and the drama people to get there. And that might mean getting very few views and starting over and not making good money for 6 months to a year or more, right? Deep down inside, I understand what you're toggling through and struggling with, and I get that, right? But regardless of what you choose to do, and obviously it seems like you've chosen to continue the Coach Eli stuff, that's fine. If you want to review this later today, that's cool. I'm not going to watch it. Do what you got to do. If you want to rebroadcast all my streams from here on out, do what you got to do. I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to let you know that I'm asking you to not send people to flood my chat and to incite a back and forth with your streams. I'm going to ignore that. If I have to run live streams for a while as members only again or turn off the chat to avoid that, I will. Do what you got to do. Cater your content to the Eli haters, okay? But I just want nothing to do with it. I don't hate you. I don't hate anyone on your end. I wish you all the best like you wished everyone else the best. I just want nothing to do with that content, okay? And as long as you're doing content on me to an audience of haters, then I can't work with you. There's nothing to work with there. It goes against what I'm trying to create out here. And I'm asking you to respect that, okay? I'm respecting your wishes and saying, look, do what you got to do. There's going to be no copyright issues, none of that. Do what you got to do. I really wish you would stop. I'm asking you to stop like you're asking these people to stop. But if you're not going to do that, all I'm asking you is to leave me out of it. You want to review my streams? No problem. Please do not send your audience here to flood my chat. Please do not send your audience to other creators that I want to collaborate with and do stuff like that. You're tired of people doing that to you. So I'm asking you at least to do that. That's all. Okay? I really do not want to come on your panel and talk about this. I don't have any hate for you or anything. I don't strike everyone else. I don't. I pick and choose who gets a copyright strike. I've made some agreements with some people, some with Jamie, some with Sarah, some with other people I will not mention. That's my prerogative, who I give permission to, Richard, and who I don't. Okay? That's my prerogative. Okay? I made peace with Jamie over a year ago. I've kept my portion of the peace. Okay? And maybe he feels he's kept his. Maybe in his eyes off of YouTube he has. But the content he creates, it contradicts it all. And that's fine. It's all good. I'm not going to stop being reasonable and decent over that. Okay? I don't strike everyone. I don't. My whole thing is that there have been times where through his group, when certain people can't do the streams, they offload them to other channels. And I just don't think that's cool. That's not cool, right? So I tell those people, look, I'm not here to play games. You don't have permission to do this. I give them certain permission to do it. And that's that. Okay? It's my choice who I want to give permission to do it or not. Okay? And quite frankly, Richard T, he can go to Rumble and do it, and there's nothing I can do about it there. You try to flag people down on Rumble for copyright, you can't even reach their copyright department. It's by email. There's no system there. So, Richard T, here's the thing. For certain people, you can copyright strike them all you want, and they're just going to go do it elsewhere. And this is a very specific niche audience that he can pull anywhere. There's no point to fighting this. I'm not trying to fight it. What I'm saying is just leave me the fuck out of it. Talk about me all you want. Use my content. Go and do it. Just leave me alone. Let me run my shows. Eli has the right to defend himself. I do. I absolutely do. And that's what I'm doing. Right? So, do your thing. I wish you the best, James. I wish everyone on your end the best. Sarah, Drama Unleashed, Drama After Dark, James, Coach, whatever the channel is, General Legion 2, whatever it is. I wish you all the best. I really do. Just like you wish everyone the best, I wish you the best. I don't want to be involved in any of the drama, even the content that's evolved around me. Do it. Leave me out of it. I will leave you alone. And that's that. Okay? Now, I do think that your audience sometimes pays you to antagonize me in the chat. I'll give you $100. I'm just assuming. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. I'll give you $100 if you go into Eli's chat and antagonize him to get the reaction for our restream over here. I'm not playing those games. Listen, if that happens from this point on, I'm going to turn the chat off, whether I'm on mobile or whether I'm on a studio stream, right? Or I'll go members only, okay? That's all. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to be involved in this in any way, shape, or form. That's it. Yuri says, FYI, Coach J lost his younger sister today. He's not out here trolling. Well, you know what? Despite what he's done a lot to harm me on this platform. My condolences to you too, man. I'm not going to be a dick and be rude here. I will wish you my condolences, despite anything you may have said or done in the past. And he's done a lot. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know who else was trolling. Maybe that was one of the Coach Eli haters. I don't care. It doesn't really matter. I'm done. Okay? I'm done. I'm not interested in any content with that group. I'm not interested in associating with anyone through my chats from that group or anything. I'm not interested. You folks do your own thing. I'm doing my thing. And that's that. Okay? You put out your stream earlier, Jamie, respectfully. Good for you. I'm glad that you're moving on from pretty much all the drama, including my instigated drama. Okay? The fake instigated drama on me. I really wish you would move away from my content, but that's cool. You said clearly you're not going to. Go ahead, do it. Again, I just want to be left alone. Like, you want to be left alone by these people? Use my content. Trash talk me all you want. Put out the hateful videos on me. I'm not going to flag them. I'm not going to say anything. Do what you got to do. Just leave me alone. Let me do my own thing. You do your thing. With that being said, have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.